Okay, let's dive into this. When you think of something dangerous, what pops into your head? Probably not the flowers blooming in your garden, right? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on some beautiful plants that are hiding a pretty dangerous secret.
It's such a simple thought, but it's so true, isn't it? We see flowers and we think beauty, we think peace, maybe a nice gift. So what if I told you that some of the most common, most inviting plants out there are actually armed with some seriously powerful toxins?
And that's really the key here. These plants, they aren't malicious. They've just evolved these incredibly sophisticated chemical defenses to survive. So this explainer, it's not about making you scared of your garden. It's about shifting our whole perspective to one of awareness and, frankly, respect for that ingenuity.
So let's start right where we're most likely to run into these plants, sometimes literally just a few steps from our own front doors, in our gardens and our neighborhoods.
If you live somewhere warm, say California, Texas, or Florida, you have absolutely seen oleander. It's everywhere. Its gorgeous pink and white flowers make it a go-to for landscaping. But don't let that fool you. Every single part of this plant, from the leaves to the stem to the flowers, has toxins that can seriously affect the heart if someone were to eat it.
Now here's where it gets even more interesting. What about a plant that can be both a medicine and a poison? Well, that brings us to the fascinating case of the foxglove, with those beautiful tall spikes of purple flowers. So how can it be both?
And this, right here, is a perfect illustration of a core idea in toxicology. It's the dose that makes the poison. See, in very careful, controlled medical doses, a compound from foxglove called digitalis is used to save lives. It helps treat certain heart conditions. But if you were to just go and eat the plant itself, it could do the exact opposite and dangerously mess with your heart's rhythm.
And these secrets, they aren't always hiding in plain sight. I mean, who doesn't love seeing daffodils pop up? It's like the first sign of spring. And while the flowers themselves are pretty harmless, the bulbs, buried way down underground, have toxins that can cause some major stomach issues if eaten. It's just a great reminder that the danger can be where you least expect it. Okay, so stepping out of the carefully planned garden and into the wild, well, that introduces a completely new kind of risk. Just plain old misidentification. Poison hemlock and its relative water hemlock are probably two of the most famous examples of this. Why? Because they look shockingly similar to things we do eat, like wild carrot or parsley. So for foragers or even just a curious hiker, a simple mistake can have really severe consequences, because these plants are packed with powerful neurotoxins.
Now this one is really different. Giant hogweed has a totally unique way of being dangerous. It's not about eating it. Instead, if you get the sap from the plant on your skin, it triggers this crazy chemical reaction with sunlight that leads to these painful, horrible burns and blisters. It just goes to show that poisonous isn't some one-size-fits-all label.
So we've seen that plants can be dangerous if you eat them, if you mistake them for something else, or even if you just touch them. Let's try to break down this whole spectrum of danger a little more clearly. This table really helps lay it all out. You've got giant hogweed, which is dangerous on contact. Then there's poison hemlock, which is a problem only if you eat it. And then you have something really specific, like the rosary pea. Its little red seeds are beautiful, but the danger is locked inside. If you swallow a seed whole, it might just pass right through you. But if that seed gets crushed or broken, it releases one of the most potent toxins found in nature.
This variety of defenses is just incredible. But, some plants, they seem to have just decided to cover all the bases at once. So I'd like you to meet the Manchineel tree. The sheer number of ways this tree can hurt you is just mind-boggling. Its fruit looks like a cute little apple, but it's incredibly toxic. The sap causes serious skin irritation. And get this, even just standing under the tree during a rainstorm can be harmful because the water dripping off the leaves carries those irritating compounds with it. It's just dangerous from every possible angle. So after hearing all of this, it might be easy to feel, a little nervous about the plant world. But that's really not the goal here. The whole point is to shift our thinking from a place of fear to a place of respect.
These amazing plants aren't trying to hurt us. Their toxins are an evolutionary masterpiece, a quiet, brilliant defense mechanism designed purely to stop them from getting eaten. It's their chemistry. It's their armor.
And that right there is the single most important takeaway from all of this. When we understand these plants, we don't have to be afraid of them. We can admire their beauty, we can respect their power, and we can all coexist safely. The danger is still there, sure, but our relationship with it has completely changed.
So the next time you walk through a park, or a forest, or even just your own backyard, maybe you'll look at the plants just a little bit differently. Not with fear, but with a new kind of curiosity and respect for this quiet, complex, and amazing world that's thriving all around us. Makes you wonder, what other secrets are just waiting to be discovered?